Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Returning it, Johnson. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 31, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 55 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, New England.
On the give, this is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Complete. It's Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your in the pass coverage. In this case, that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
In this first. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats for this first half of action. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simple. If you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead will shrink to 6. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A very solid gain of 27.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
But I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy. In quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Jones throwing after the interception. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you talk about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Myers. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Folk connects on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow will throw. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he
25. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, Cam.
They run for it with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's caught by Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. They'll run with Harris out of the shotgun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hill. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here we go with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go. Ready?
And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.